What's up, guys? How y'all doing? We're going to be doing a little bit of cooking today. So that's going to be going down. Welcome. If you haven't been here before, this will be my first of this one. So, yeah, never really done this before. But, yeah, let's have a good time with it. Let's do some things. I want to be cooking some garlic cream shrimp. So, yeah, let's get this going. I'm going to get my pan going. Set it to about like 6, 7, somewhere in there. Let's get a little bit of oil and butter in there. So I'm going to kill two birds with one stone. Use some good old Walmart butter. There we go. Give me a second to go check something. Here. Alright guys, what's up? I'm back. It's being a little weird, but I got my dashboard up, so that's all I care about. So I got this going at 5. Of course, I'm gonna get my shrimp here. Let's get some scissors to open this bad boy up. Now with my shrimp, I don't like tailed shrimp because of what I'm cooking it for. Before we touch that food, let's wash our hands. Go. Got a little bit of hand washing in there. Pull this down a little bit more. There we go. So, as you can see, I got my shrimp here. Let's go ahead and get this in the pan. Now, what you want to do is you want to separate them quite evenly so that way you get an even cook. It doesn't cook one any faster than the other one. So, here we go. Get them all in there. There's a lot of these in here, so normally I like to get the bigger ones because, you know, big guy. Here we go. Getting there, getting some even spread here. Ooh, these are shrimpy shrimp. Of course, then dump your juice out. Then you gotta clean your hands again. There we go. Okay, so now we're to that. Got that searing. I'm actually going to turn it up a little bit to about 6.5. Now here, I'm going to use lemon pepper seasoning. Oh, there we go. Lemon pepper seasoning, but don't use a lot of it. And always use the one that you already have open if you have multiple. So we don't want to use a lot. We just want to kind of sprinkle this on these. There we go. And then we need pepper, which I had just done. Okay. So we're going to have to let these sear because we need the sauce in this pan to happen. Now, while we're waiting for that to boot up there, let's go ahead and get ourselves out of the cutting board. What are we going to use? We're going to use the wooden one? Let's use the wooden one. So, get that down. Start chopping up a little bit of vegetable. Now what I have here, we're going to spice this up a little bit with a little bit of jalapenos. Not a lot because we don't want to overdo it. So it's good. So I'll put these back. Wild tip, guys, because I don't want, peppers are kind of expensive right now, so I don't necessarily want to give this attention to all those peppers. So what I grabbed from the store is just a 3-pepper onion blend. There we go. And I'll be putting that in there, but I did want to chop up these little bit of jalapenos. Let's get some satisfaction in over here on some cutting. There we go. So I'm going to wash these off real quick. There we go. We want them super thin. Don't worry about the seeds. Because we're only going to use up to about right there. And I know it's kind of a waste, but you know what? Jalapenos are fairly cheap nowadays, so don't worry about that. Hope you all are having a great night out there. I'm going to cut up some more of these. There we go. We're up to the... Now, what you want to do is you want to put these in here while this is cooking. Because what that's going to do is it's going to soak in that flavor. So now they're tossed just on top there. Let's go ahead and wipe down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this up here. Woo! So you can kind of watch this cook. There we go. Now we gotta let that simmer for just a bit. While we're letting that simmer and get its nice juices and stuff going, let's go ahead and get our cream out. So in this case, I'm just gonna use whipping cream. I do like whipping cream for this just a little bit more than the heavy cream, just because I can push it in there. It might taste a little weird at first, but when you get your sauces and everything going, that's when you know you have it. Give me just a second. I'll be right back and go like this. Alright guys, we're back. What's up? So, we're letting them simmer here. We're going to have to flip these here in a little bit. Whew, got some in my eye. I'm going to use these to flip them. I like using the little tongs. so I can make sure that they get an even flip here. And right after I flip these, we're going to turn the heat up on these a little bit. Make sure you get them all flipped over. Now keep in mind, it's pretty okay to eat shrimp without being cooked, but for this recipe, we actually need this cooked. So now while we're waiting on that, it says I need a cup and a half of this. And this is only 45 calories, by the way, when you're using the whipping cream. So I am going to microwave this for about a minute or two before I put this in, so that way I can drain the water out. Now, some other things that you're going to need. Definitely need that. Looks like we may have tossed our garlic, but that's okay. Oh, no, never mind, I got it. Need garlic, need Parmesan, easy pickups. Like, this is an easy meal. The shrimp's a bit expensive, but everything else on this meal is fairly cheap. Because we get the bag of the vegetables for about maybe $1.50 or so. But we get the Parmesan, will last us more than one tube. So about this whole meal, just breaking it down, costs about $4 or $5. $4 or $5 at the most. Now, we are going to cheat again, because what I'm going to be using is our cauliflower rice, which is amazing. Because cauliflower rice can substitute for rice, and it's just a cleaner meal. It's such a cleaner meal. Oof, it's good. You know what? Really quick here. Oh, that's fine. But anyways, we're about halfway through. Like I said, I'm going to turn this up a little bit here. Thanks for that follow, right? I appreciate that. So let's see here. Got it going. What I might do during this is, I don't know about you, but I hate a dirty kitchen. What I think I might do is, while we're getting this done and finishing it up, get some of these damn dishes done. There isn't a lot, but I highly recommend, while you're doing your food and your meal prep and everything like that, clean up your kitchen. That way you don't have a dirty kitchen. These are the type of things that are going to save you time later on. Especially when you have a big meal and you don't want to clean afterwards. Ugh, oof. Let's go ahead and get these bowls. I tell you what, cleaning up the kitchen is amazing. As long as you do it often. Let's see how these are coming along. Ooh, they're starting to simmer down. That's good. Let's get them more together here. There we go. See, they're starting to brown up here, which is exactly what you want. You actually want them a bit darker of a color for this recipe. Yeah, I know you're done. Oh, perfect. That's ready to go. Multitasking like a motherfucker. By the way, streamers out there, if you want, you can always use NCS Radio for your music in the background. Helps out a lot. There we go. We're moving quite along here. That's looking really good. boss, how you doing? Oh, cool. Whoop, whoop. What was that? Drumming? Not so much. I know how to play with it and keep tempo and things like that, but I don't know so much about the actual playing. I only play a little bit of drums, and it's not very good. Yes. You know who would be the perfect person to talk about that because he uses that is Keeler. Keeler actually uses that stuff. Yeah, and he has a drum machine and can create all that. He's pretty decent. It's possible. I just, I'd have to think about it. It'd be one of those things I'd have to like dive into. That's good though. I just have to think about it. All right, bud. Bye. Sorry about that, guys. Had a boss phone call, you know. So now that we got the shrimp off there, remember to take that off. I'm coming back to this now. We need to re-butter this pan. Yeah, you don't have to use a lot of butter, but use enough on the bottom that it actually like swirls around. I used too much there. That's okay. Because one butter up can go right in the trash. So go back down to your medium heat. There we go. Now we want to get our heavy cream. I want to put the heavy cream in there. Only make enough to cover the bottom of the pan. That's all you really need. Then you want to put some minced onion. You can measure it out if you want. I like doing what feels natural and feels good, you know? There we go. Oh, that's quite oniony. So we got that in there. Now you do need vegetable broth or chicken broth or white wine. One of the three will work. You only need a little bit of it. Now that we got that all in there, let's mix this around. Let's get this nice and thick. Let it do its job here. Ooh, got a little hot. Now we're going to have to let this simmer for a bit. You can already smell the things. It's going so nice. Now you got to keep in mind to let this sit for about a couple minutes at least. While we're doing that, we can still go back to doing the dishes here. We can turn our music back on. There we go. I bought an air fryer not too long back and I love that thing. Also, now it's time to add some Parmesan in here. Not a lot. So thicken this up a bit. See, as we can see, it's already starting to thicken. Not by a lot, because you want this runny a little bit. There we go. Let's taste that sauce real quick. Yeah. In there. Drop the beat. Alright. Put some bone over here. Now this, oh, that's rumbling. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. See how that simmering is thickening up now? That's what we want. That thickening. Now just like this, the thickening. There we go. Now that's bubbling a little bit more. Get some of these dishes done real fast. Not to mention, if you do the dishes, and like your wife's out there, you know, or your girlfriend, whatever you got, she really appreciated that she doesn't have to do dishes and clean up after your ass too. So it's kind of a two-edge. Maybe you get some of that at the nighttime for doing all the dishes and cooking dinner and cooking nice stuff. We'll find out. My wife should be home here in a little. She'll come say hi. She doesn't like streaming, but meh. All right. There we go. All right. Need to go back and yeah, see that's getting real thick. Now you can leave it at this and just eat shrimp with this, but nah. I'm doing something different. So like I said, I'm going to take my vegetables, drain out the water, and then we're going to add them into this. Look at that. Yeah. Make sure you get that nice mixture in there. because these are going to get wet now. But as you can see, it's starting to mix with the garlic, and this is going to thicken up again here after it cooks for a little bit. Look at all those colors in there. Now, while that's going, I recommend you get your cauliflower rice going. Now, if you buy the bags like I do because I'm lazy, you can just throw them in the microwave. It's pretty awesome. And they only take about 4.5, 5 minutes to cook, so let's get that bad boy in there. 5 minute, done. So now we got our shrimp setting over here. I should probably cover that up. There we go. Shrimp's covered now. Okay. This actually probably needs to cook on high. I recommend a high versus a low because you want to saute these vegetables. You want them kind of darker. You want them to have a little spice and fire behind them. Oh, yes. Doing that, continue on with the dishes. So by the time we're done with these, and dishes all caught up. Now, all we're going to be doing is cleaning the ones that are coming into play. Look at that rumble. Hell yeah. Now that that's going back in, let's mix our shrimp back in. There we go. I have a bigger pan, but I like that it's containment for this. Because you want to contain the heat so it cooks everything in the middle versus burning things on the outside. Especially when you're cooking at higher heats. Let's get that rolled over there. There we go. Now let's go ahead and add a little bit more salt and pepper. So a lot of the salts and the peppers will cook away as you're cooking this, so. There we go. That looks fantastic. Woo, here we go. All right. By the way, Whitetail's the company I work for. Love them. If you need any SMS needs or broadcast needs, go check Whitetail out. Not sponsored by Whitetail, but go check them out. There we go. Now we want to turn this down to about a 4. There we go. This is really good with just regular rice, by the way. Just regular ass rice, maybe a brown rice if you want to. We're going to use the cauliflower rice to avoid calories, if you will. Because cauliflower rice is super low calorie. So yeah. There we go. We're back up here now. Alright, so let's check this out up close and personal. Look at that. So we'll bring this back over here. There we go. We're almost through with this dish. Let's give it a little bit of a taste test here. Let's go ahead and get one of these shrimps. Mixed with some salt and pepper cauliflower rice. Yes. It does have a bit of a Cajun seafood taste, but at the same time it has that garlic and the peppers and everything else with it. So now that our rice is done, let's get this bad boy out of there. Ooh, she's hot! Now, since this is a vegetarian cauliflower, what we can do is make the little bowl here. A nice little spoon. There we go. What you want to do is you want to line the bowls something like this. So that way you have an even base in there. Now it's ready to be put in. So let's get a good chunk of this. Get that on there. Make sure you get some of the drizzles in there, because you want it a bit wet. There we go. There's the two. Now we're going to take this off. Go like this. You're going to add a little bit of pepper after it's all done. Not a lot, just a little bit of sprinkles there. And then the ending is a little bit of Parmesan after it's all done. And that is garlic Parmesan pepper right there. This meal is probably like 300 calories at most with everything. So, you know what? That's pretty good. I don't know about you guys, but 300 calories for a meal that's going to fill you up, it's pretty good. Pause this one real quick. And speaking of that, that'll end the stream because there's the wife. We're going to go eat this fabulous meal. Have a good night.